Welcome, welcome, welcome into this morning show. It is the transformational show, and I am so much grateful that you're here. Let's take tea in the morning. Let me know where you're watching from. I am so happy to be here with you and to hear from you. And as we are going to discuss, we're going to share. It's going to be a dialogue. We are going to talk about owning your story. As we enjoy the music at the background, I don't have any copyright for the music. I just put it for entertainment and for inspiration. So let's enjoy it a little bit. Yes, you're welcome into this show. And I have been coming live to share a lot of information on being real, how vulnerability is our strength. Yesterday we talked about mm, yesterday we talked about uh, being yourself, overcoming fear and judgment of other people, even of ourselves. So today we are going to talk about owning your story. How many times that you don't want to hear about your story, what you went through, maybe how you went through it, or what you went through it, you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to hear about it. And I just want to let you know that everything that we go through, it's for a purpose. It is really destined that we have to go through it, but we are going to overcome because it is building up something in us that was not there. Maybe it was there, but we didn't realize it. So we have to build maybe our confidence, maybe to build our resilience, maybe we have to build our courage, our determination, our consistency, our trust, even in ourselves. So everything that we go through, every situation that we go through that sometimes it's not good for us, it is for a reason. It is for a reason. I just came to realize this after going through a lot of battles, after fighting a lot of battles, and after I overcame, I realized that I am better than what I was before the battle. The battle really has not come to destroy me, or the challenge did not come to destroy me, to kill me, but it has come to build me up. It has come to strengthen me and to build me into who I am going to become, because the state of life that it's ahead of me does not need my other mindset. It doesn't need my laziness. It doesn't need my lack of trust of myself. It's so that challenge has come to build my trust on myself, on trust on God, and also to know who to trust. It has come to build my resilience so that I don't give up easily, because there is this, it is a common saying, but it is really true that winners never quit. If you are destined to win, and if you want to win, you cannot quit. And quitters, they always never win. It is really true. I have come to understand that it's just not a saying, but it is true. So we are talking about owning our story. And I just want to remind you again that this is a judgment free zone. So, whatever that you wanted to share here, it is to help us. It is to help us build ourselves. It is to inspire. It is to impact our lives. And here it is to build ourselves, to transform ourselves, to become better than what we were yesterday or even the hour before. We need to be better, always on constant improvement of ourselves. As I said before, that when we are vulnerable, when we talk about vulnerability being our strength, it should not be that you are comfortable in being vulnerable. No, the vulnerability, or that state where you are open to harm, you are open to some challenges, it has to build something in you. So we are going to talk about owning our story. Sorry, owning our story. And our story may not be pleasant. It may not be very beautiful to talk about. It might be shameful. It might be very bad, but it is our own story that has shaped us to who we are today, and even is building us to who we are going to become in the near future. So we should never be ashamed of our story, because it is our strength. It has been the one that has shaped us to who we are today. And even it is shaping us more. Maybe the new challenges that I face now may also build me to the future that is shaping me into. So our stories really help us to build ourselves, to shape ourselves. So taking responsibility of our own story and experiences, it helps us to really build up our courage, it builds up our skills. There are many times that in our difficult time we develop skills. Many people in their difficult time, they write books, others they write songs, others they build businesses, just like me. I built my business in a very difficult time that I really needed something to keep me busy, to get me a stream of income, and to get me connected. I never knew that the business could take me this far. But I am so, so, so thankful because it was that difficult time when I lost my job, when I became a refugee for the second time, that I started a business. It was really not adding up. It was not adding up because things were not as I had planned before. I did not want to be a refugee for the second time because I had a very bad experience when I was a refugee for the first time. I lost my parents, and life became so, so hard for me. And I did not want my children also to go through that life. But I had no option. I had to become a refugee for the second time. But it was from that challenge when I was a refugee for the second time. I could not get job, and my children need to go to school. Um, I wanted to keep myself busy. That I started up a business. I started up a business that kept me busy. It helped me gain skills because I was not able to, I didn't have skills on the online business. I did not know even how to advertise. I don't know many things about online business. But when I was in that challenge and I took action to start up a business in that difficult time was when I learned skills on marketing, advertising, and branding, and business management. I learned even self personal development. I learned all those in my difficult time. So our stories did not come to destroy us. It comes to build us because there is something that we can embrace from our past experience that can really build us to who we can be. Because of the experience, we will not want to be worse than what we are at that time. We always want to be better. So because of the urge to be better, we develop skills, we develop understanding, we develop knowledge of some things that helps us. So our story is really very, very powerful when we take responsibility of it. There are also people who have seen that they really don't want to talk about their story, how bad it looks, because it gives them back trauma. But if we hide it, we don't want to embrace the story and learn something from it, it keeps itself as a problem, because whenever we refer to it and whenever the mind goes back to it, it gets us down. So it's high time we own it in a positive way, in a positive way that helps us build. And also not only us, as we share our story, like when I come live and share my story, or maybe when you comment on the section below how you overcame your story, how your story, your challenge build you up. It will also inspire someone else who maybe is going through a very difficult time at this time. It can also help someone who went through maybe a similar challenge you went through, but was still doesn't know how to overcome it. That will be a very good uh, uh, way that that person can really resonate with you and be able to cope up with it. So we are here to build one another. And as I said, this is the judgment-free zone. Let me know on the comment section. Is there any challenge that you face that you realize that it has built you, that it has changed your life, that it has shaped you? Let us know on the comment section. What is that and how did it go that you overcame it? Let us know on the comment section. And you know that your comment will be a very great inspiration to someone else who is going through another challenge, maybe similar to yours, maybe different, but they can relate to how to overcome it. So let us know on the comment section where you're watching from, and let us know that challenge or that experience, that story that was not good experience, but you realized later that it has shaped you to who you are today. Let us know on the comment section. So we wanted to know that when we embrace our story, um, recognizing our past challenges, it may not be a very good one. It shapes us and gives us strength and give us determination. Whenever I look back to whatever that I went through, I always say to myself that, Sunday, you are a very strong woman. I know that without shadow of doubt, even if no one else tells me, I am very strong and very resilient. I know that. I know that by myself. I don't need someone else to tell me. I know that because what I went through, if someone else went through, may not come out of it. But I am so thankful that even that experience came and it has shaped me. It has given me knowledge. It has given me knowing. It has given me understanding. It has given me confidence. It has given me determination, and it has shaped me to who I am today, and even better, that is coming ahead. So when we have the confidence, when we have the courage, we're able also to help someone else. We say that our story can help us to help someone else that is going through the same challenge, and they can also overcome it. So, and because we share our story, if we share our story from the point of truth, that it makes us to be real. Someone else can resonate with us. Someone else can say, oh my God, if she went through this, if you went through this, I know that I can also overcome this, because you are sharing from your authentic self, from your true self, and someone else can touch. It's like heart to heart talk. Sometimes it's very hard, sometimes when I share my story, I cry, because if I refer back, if my emotions go back, it is really very difficult to know how I overcame it. Even if you ask me how I overcame it step by step, I don't know. Just I kept myself pushing every day until it changes me to another state. So it's very real. We talked the first day about being real and being authentic. We are living in a world where people don't want real things. People don't want to be real anymore. We just want to be, pretending this is this is that. It is very expensive and very exhausting to really be what you are not. But being who you are really builds people's confidence in you and also courage in relating to your story. Very difficult. Of course, you are not in that difficult time. When you own your story, it was bad, it was maybe not easy, but you overcame it. You're already not there. It is a history. Someone can really just follow your footmarks, how you overcame, and they can overcome too. It can be like an inspiration to someone else. It doesn't mean that when we share our story, we are there. It is already past. It has changed. Like when I say I became a refugee twice, I am no longer again a refugee here. So I am so, so thankful that even that experience gave me courage. That experience, the whole process of it is a very long story. I don't know if I have to write books, it will be so many books about the experience and how God helped me overcome every challenge in that difficult time. So, and I am so, so thankful that it really changed me. It shaped me to who I am. It helped me to trust myself. It helps me to trust on God. It helped me to know who is for me and who is not. It helps me in a very difficult time to understand my strength, my weakness and where I need an improvement in. So it is really very, very good that it helps me and also it helps lift others. I like sharing my story with youth, with young youth, because it was in my youth age that I really felt very hard time, but I overcame that. So when always I have an opportunity to stay with youth, I share that story to help them know where they are going, to help them know who they are, even to appreciate what they have, because there are many who have their parents but they don't accept it, they don't feel like their parents are there enough. It is until they lose them that's when they realize the importance of their parents. So whenever I have the chance to talk with youth, I always remind them, acknowledge your parents, embrace them when they're still there. Ask questions when you have the time with them, because there's a moment you will not have them and they will not be nowhere, and no one else will understand you like your parents. You're like your own parents. I also encourage them to really focus on who they want to be, not on the circumstance they go through, because I know it's very challenging. Sometimes the requirements, things are not in place. And as youth, if you wanted to compare yourself with others, sometimes it becomes difficult and you'll fall in a wrong group. And without knowing, you're losing your destiny. So I always love to encourage you to know that what they go through is not what defines them, or their past experience is not what defines them. Their hard work, their determination, their focus on what they want will be the one to shape them to who they are. And I always remind them that the world is waiting on them to know that you are not just here to stay, to just uh, do anything you want to do with your life, but know that you have a task ahead of you. So I love to share my story with youth, even with mothers, also like young mothers. I went through also a very challenging moment in my family. So there are so many things that really, as an African family, it is really so challenging. But a young family who don't understand that, a young lady who just got married, who did not get such to hear such stories, they may think, oh, maybe they fall in the wrong hand, maybe they not doing well, and some of them give up and the challenge become on the children, the challenge become on themselves. It becomes so hard. Maybe it's something that can be fixed either by counseling or maybe just by sitting down and talk and understanding. So our stories are to build others, are to lift others. It doesn't matter how bad it is the one that is shaping us to who we are, and also help us to impact lives and also to inspire others that may be going through certain things. So when we own our story, we take control of our lives, because we are not pretending, we are not disguising to the other people. We are speaking from the uh, experience of our lives. So we take control. So refusing hardship or refusing the hardship, we don't accept the hardship that it is okay. Maybe the story went through hardships. We don't accept it, but it has defined the future. It has defined my future. It has defined your future, and it will continue to define, because we are not going to stop at getting challenges. Every state of life that we come into, we get a different set of challenge. But the most beautiful thing is when you're able to overcome the previous one, and you're able to relate that, oh, how I overcame that one, I can overcome this too. It will be of a great help and a great relief to you and to someone else. So it's high time we own our story. So we own our story because it is the one that shapes us. It gives us confidence, determination, and courage, and someone else can also relate to whatever story that we went through. It could be a very difficult one. We don't say that we have to be in the difficult one. Even when we share our story to our children, we may have gone through a very difficult time hardship of life, but we don't say they are going to go through it. It has to be something they can say, if mom went through that and she overcame, which means with the resources I have, I can be something better than her. I can be something better than him. You see, that is the point, that they can build on from those challenges, how your resilience, and they can build into something. They can always relate that, say that they want to be better than where you are today. So my story is to shape my children to be better than me, to be better than me, to be better than them now. What they are going through now, they should be better. So owning our story is about turning our struggles into success, turning our struggle into success, and our fear into fuel. I just was sharing my story, how I overcame fear of what people would say of me. I overcame fear of judgment, and that was my fuel that shaped me in my online business and in other things, not only the online business, I'm also doing other things that really is helping me a lot. And not only me and my family and others, I'm helping others too to overcome. So owning our story or embracing our journey help us to unlock our power and to inspire, impact, and transform lives. That it is starting first with us, because we have to be transformed, and we can be able to transform others, not only others from the big circle, yet our families and others from the outside. So it's very good to own your story, be real with your story. I just love the fact that here I have shared my story, I think in three occasions. And very soon, just next month, I am going to share my story again. The beginning of next week, I'm going to share my story on how I became a refugee twice and how I build resilience and get skills even in this difficult time. So our difficult moments are not to bring us down. It is not to. It is not to de, 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 to make us low, or maybe to bring us down. It is to build us. It is to shape us. It is to make us become better persons, to build courage, to build determination, to build confidence, to build action taking, because sometimes laziness really kills us. So we have to be uh, proactive to take action. We have to be uh, uh, not procrastinating, because procrastination makes us lose opportunities, because we want to do it the next day, and we don't do it. So it's high time we take action. Owning your story builds you and build others too. So thank you very much for watching. And if you wanted to know more about my online business, I have a link below and also on the description, I believe. That is taking you there. I'm offering a free 90 minutes video that talks about this business concept, and you're there to go. If you have any question, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you understand. And I should say that as you are watching, you'll be watching the replay, you can share your thoughts on this topic. You can share your experience, your story, because this is a judgment-free zone. Someone else is waiting on you, on your story, to listen or to read your story that can help them overcome what they go through. So thank you very much. I can't wait. See you tomorrow. We are having another show tomorrow. I'll be coming live every day. Every day. This is the challenge. So we are going to be discussing, sharing. It's not going to be a monologue. I really love to hear your story, to read your comments on how you own your story, or that one story that really helped you overcome. What is that story? Someone else, if they read that story, will be able to get inspired and overcome whatever that they go through. So see you there tomorrow, same time, same place. And I'm so grateful to be. Have a beautiful day. Bye.